if you don't believe that this movie is a winner, something wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. Go back, go try watch it, because you watch it wrong. I promise you watch it wrong, yeah? Out of all the movies that I've seen this week, Damsel and Avatar are the two best films on Netflix right now. Yeah, you may agree or you may not, but there is one out of the two that is the winner. So for those who have not seen Avatar or Damsel, I'm here to give you like a quick recap so you know what it's about. Avatar is a Netflix series about the last Airbender, the Avatar. The storyline of this series is about a young monk by the name of Aang who was blessed with the gift of being the Avatar. So the Avatar is this superpower person who have the ability to bend all four elements.
The story of Avatar is an epic fantasy set in a world inspired by Asian folklore and legend. And the people of this world can manipulate the four classic elements in a process called bending.
There are four nations: the Air Nomads, the Fire Nation, the Earth Kingdom, and the Water Tribe.
The four nations used to live in harmony, but everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. The only person that could stop them is the Avatar.
It's me, the one person who can master all four elements.
But somehow, I guess Aang being such a young child, when he was told that he is now the Avatar, he kind of disappeared, and 100 years after him come back for, save the world and create some balance. But homeboy never know how to do that, because if you know what I do, him only know to be a child really. So the gist of the story is that he was now on a path to learn all the other elements and master them in order to fight the Fire Lord and create some balance in the world. Here are some of the reasons why I feel like Avatar The Last Airbender was a very good film. One, it kept true to the storyline. So them never sneak peek and put in nothing whenever in the animated movie. And that can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. For some people who like to have a little bit of difference, it can be a bad thing. But for people like me who does appreciate a little bit of difference, but when it comes to certain things, I like to see you keep it true to what the film is. So for people like me who appreciate that bit, would like the fact that they stay true to the story and they never make it crazy and wacky, right? I have to absolutely give credit to the producers, because let me tell you something, the characters in this movie, oh my goodness, they were true to the characters of the animated version of Avatar. Like Sokka hands down was spot on. The sarcasm, the wit, the everything that Sokka is in the animated version, Sokka was in this Avatar series on Netflix, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Katara was the same. Aang a little bit different, because Aang in the animated version, he was giggly, he was fun, light, airy. In this, he's a little bit more serious, and I'm like, fellow boy, you're very serious. But hey, I guess that's a little bit of difference they wanted to introduce, and I was sort of okay with it, to be honest. But what I did love too is that, we had bits and parts like books and series in the animated version, and they kept those. So we had scenes like the Ba Sing Se scene, and the scene where we had the Mad King. They kept all of those, and they made it so true, so real to exactly what happened in the cartoon. But what they did was to kind of merge some of the scenes together to create one scene, but it did not take away from the movie, and I am so happy because it added to it. You might get a little bit more because you already know the storyline, so you know what's coming. I guess it's just the curiosity of seeing how they play it out and how they put that story forward to you that make you want to be like, all right, let me see how this is gonna go. But as far as knowing the storyline, having watched Avatar so many times, I kind of know what's coming. But like I said, the fact that they have merged some of these episodes together and create one big story, that kind of do a little bit of difference to me, because it creates a little bit of excitement, for lack of a better word. If you have not seen, go ahead and check it out. Now let's get right into Damsel. I feel like a lot of people might overlook, and here's the thing, I hear some people talking trash about this movie, and I don't know if you just downright stupid and nonsense, but this movie is actually good. I don't know what to really expect from the movie, and that's the thing. Sometimes we go into these movies with a very high expectation, and then when we get let down, drop like breadfruit booth, we sit down there and look like what happened. Settle your expectation and just enjoy the movie for what it is. So annoying. But Damsel was actually a good movie, and this, I believe, is the winner of the films on Netflix for this week for me. And here's why. Damsel is about the movie of a, you can call it a rags to riches kind of thing. You know, like there are so many fairy tale stories that was packed into this one movie, and I feel like a lot of people skip that. Them did express the girl depressed and distressed and need help from a king like we all expect it. Like stop it. Stop it. The girl can rescue herself and be her own blinking hero. What is so wrong with that? Yeah? And because it never take the form of a distressed female needing the help of a man, a lot of people upset with it. Like, settle yourself. Be okay. Yeah? So Damsel is about a young girl who was raised in north of some place. It kind of look like Game of Thrones setting down when they speak about the north, but story for a different day. So she was the eldest of two daughters for her dad, and she had a stepmom. Yeah? And pretty much she felt the need of taking care of her people because she was the eldest. And so they got a letter from the royals to say, hey, we son a look a wife and we think your daughter can fit for be a wife. The twist of it is that there's a dragon that has been haunting the family, so they have to make a sacrifice to this dragon. I think, I don't know how often they make it, but they make it quite often because sometimes two women are married in a space of 6 months to that, yeah. So they have to make a sacrifice to the dragon, but this sacrifice must be the daughter of their bloodline because them did kill the dragon, pity them, so the dragon be like, yo, you have a go back a daughter or else never burn down your place. Pretty much that, yeah. She ended up marrying this man and she was sacrificed to the dragon, and it was now on her to try and escape the dragon's lair without being eaten, right? So I have two reasons really why I was really in love with this movie, and the second of the two is that this movie, it was so different from, it said it's not your typical fairy tale. So this girl was able to save herself from a dragon, not depending on her king, because truth be told, is our man put her in the problem in the first place. He dropped her in the trench to sacrifice her to the dragon, of course being convinced by his mom, but he did it nonetheless, yeah. So she couldn't depend on him to save her. And the fact of the matter is, it was a dad who came to her rescue after the fact him sell her, because he didn't know what did happen to the girl, but him sell him damn picnic for money, which is a next thing. But let's move right along from that. I personally like that fact that it was not the typical damsel in distress waiting on a king or a prince to come and rescue her. Get me? So I really did love that. The first thing that I love about this movie was that you don't know what is gonna happen next, because the storyline was not written in a way that everybody would have expected it. The fact of the matter is, you would think something is gonna happen, but you really don't know. Because yes, we think she's gonna escape. I thought she was just gonna fight the dragon and escape and whatever, but there's so much things that happen in between that really made you want to sit and watch it. And it has been a while since I've actually sat and enjoy a movie, you know, like I don't know what's coming next, or you know, irritate me to the point where I just want to stop watching. Like, I really did enjoy this movie. I sat, I was anxious, I anticipated everything that was coming. I was just really glued and entertained, and I really did love that about this movie. And if you watch it and you weren't, you watch it wrong. Go back, but try watch it because you watch it wrong. I promise you watch it wrong, yeah? And I can't understand how I'm seeing on other social media platforms where people are bashing this movie like, oh, it is out of the crap, it's trash, da, da, da. It's not trash, you never watch it properly, or your expectation just too high, or you're just too locked into the whole prince must save princess from distress, so you just automatically assume that this is the way it's supposed to go. But no, I love the storyline, I love the change, I love the difference that came about with this movie. And I am sure a lot of people will appreciate it. And if you don't know that this movie is something is wrong with you. Anyhow, if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notification, drop a like, let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are. But that's it for your girl and these films. Until next week, guys. Bye.